We are in a series of discussion how to make money, and here also again we are in the same series. We are going to discuss a new topic, and this is again a very interesting topic because most of the people, even though you are whatever gender you are belong to, most of the people even they will be looking like how to save their basic and regular expense. Even though definitely, even though whether you are able to save, whether you are not even able to save, even you have to spend even on a regular basis, you have to even spend the money. Maybe when I'm talking about your regular expense, it could be starting from your morning till your night before you go to the sleep. So now, first thing we are going to discuss like what are the expenses even there for your day, even what set of lifestyle, what set of like kind of livelihood you are living. But yes, there will be more or less or maybe medium what kind of expenses that will be always there for each and every person even across the globe. Now, so first we'll understand like what are types of expense when you have to spend, and then I'll come back again with our topic like how to save money and how you can also manage the whole expense even by certain even savings, and that also even it will be entirely even free. Sound interesting again? So let's start with this first even basic understanding how a day looks like for everybody's life. Somebody is working, somebody is maybe even a having their business or whatever it is, even though individual, in even family, whatever it is. So there will be a basic expense for daily maintenance. If I look up, so let's say if I wake up from the bed, so what are the materials even I'm going to use? So I'm not talking in all the items. So maybe what are the things even I'm going to use? Maybe I have to brush, maybe I have to clean my or myself, even I have to take bath, all those items including all I'm just talking, right? Second, so once I get ready, now what I need to do, actually I need to have some basic food, maybe typically what you call it as a breakfast. So in breakfast again, as I told you, so definitely based on my lifestyle, based on my livelihood, whatever even I can afford, based on that, but I have to take some breakfast, whether I take it at home, whether I take it from outside, whatever it is. But the kind of breakfast what I afford for myself, so there is again a cost. Yes, whether I take it from home, so home also like what are the ingredients that I need to prepare. So for that again you have to buy, again you have to get ready, and for entire things even there is a cost. Now, the moment, let's say if I finish my breakfast, so now what next? Maybe I need to go out even for my work. Maybe even though for my service. Maybe I need to go for my office. So maybe I'm going to use my own vehicle, maybe two wheelers, maybe four wheelers, or maybe I'm going to use any kind of transport. Right. So this is the way you are going to do this. So that is the third thing you are going to spend. Even though if I'm going my own vehicle, so whether it is two wheelers, whether it is four wheelers, so you have to spend some money on your petrol. Definitely, if I'm going to be, let's say, in a public transport, so definitely you have to buy a ticket, you have to pay a ticket, whatever it is. So again, there is an expense. Now, you have reached to your office, let's say you have reached to your destination, I mean to your shop, to your, let's say, your own business place, whatever it is. Now what next? Maybe you have to work even for, let's say, for your laptop, for your computer. Maybe you will order for, let's say, a cup of tea, or let's say you are going to have a cup of tea, or let's say kind of a juice, kind of whatever other things. Maybe if you have already arranged a meeting for that also, even you have to spend some money, even buying some, let's say, high tea kind of things, maybe some tea, coffee, whatever it is, even according to that, even whatever you can manage. So they are also again a little bit expense. Now come to the fifth one. Now in between, let's say if I do not have, it can be repeated also, it cannot be repeated also, but in between definitely this is the basic things. I'm just talking only for the basic things. Now what next? This is my lunch. So again lunch, again if I'm going to take it, let's say from homemade food or homemade preparation, everything. So definitely for that ingredients, even I have to spend some money. And if I'm going to take, let's say, from hotel, then definitely I need to even spend some more money, even to buy that and to have it. This is my another expense. Now after that, what will happen? So definitely even I'm just going to have, let's say, evening cup of tea, right, with some snacks or whatever it is. So again there is an expense. Even though if I buy it, I mean if I brought it from the home itself, so definitely for that also ingredients, even I need to pay the cost. Then finally, once I come back to home, again the same vehicles, or maybe the again the same, like morning, how I went office, even how I went my shop, how I went my place, even same way, even though my own vehicle, or maybe it's a public transport, whatever it is. So same thing for returning also I have to spend, or I have to also manage. I mean, there is another expense. Then finally, once you reach home, then again definitely, if you're going to have a cup of tea, fine. I mean, that also it's some small. Some people will have the habit. Let's say a small tea, or let's say a small a biscuit, or whatever it is, or cookies, or whatever it is. If I include, then definitely it will be a cost. Or let's say if I reach to the, I mean, dinner table, so definitely whatever dinner you are going to have, or let's say if you're going to buy it from outside, so again there is an expense. So this is typically even for every person across the globe. If you look up, this typically look like for a day even expense. I'm just talking about your regular expense. Yes, it might be even 10 already, but yes, again, I have not included all over your clothes, all even your dress materials, all even your shoes, whatever other things, even your wristwatch, even maybe your any kind of mobile, whatever it is. So including all, maybe that is not your daily expense, mobile and wristwatch, this will not be your daily expense. But apart from this, if you look out your shirt, your trouser, even all of the dress materials, what you are regularly you are changing, and you are just going to the office, so that will be all your daily expense. Now typically, if you know, like, what is your total expense in a day, first of all, as I told you, so this way you have to make a habit, like what are the expenses when I'm going to do even the morning, if I wake up, even before I go to the bed, because ideally you'll be sleeping, so there will be no even use for any of the materials, any of the other things. So typically I can see this time it will be ideal. Now, if whatever step by step already you have discussed, and let's say 10 steps already you have discussed, and imagine the kind of life I live, the kind of livelihood I live, or let's say whatever I can afford. So let's say on an average, if I look out, it will be around 1,000 rupees. I'm just giving a basic example, just an example, setting up an example over here, and there is only for my one person, individual I'm talking, right? So if it is 4 members, if it is let's say 5 members, if it is 10 members, so automatically you have to multiply with this. So for myself, it would be let's say around 1,000 rupees. Basic, your need from morning till your evening. That's it. Simple. So for 30 days, how much it is? It is 30,000. For yearly, if I look out again, it will be how much? It will be, you can calculate arms. It will be almost even 3.6 lakhs. So this is how even it will be your total even expense. But I'm not getting further even month. So I'm just concluding everything by your month. So let's say per day if it is 1,000 rupees, and let's say entire month if I look out 30,000. Now it's not a small cost. For individual I'm just talking, maybe if you are double, maybe if you are triple, maybe you are let's say even 4 members or beyond that, so automatically some things it will be also shared, because you are not going to use for only one thing for yourself only, because your toothpaste, maybe your food, even it will be cooked for all other members, even the ingredients will be a little bit more, but yes, definitely it will not be even double triple amount what exactly we are going to calculate. So typically we understand that if this is my own expense for a day, and literally if it is let's say 30,000 for a month, so how I can provide this 30,000? That is the first thing. So expense, your earning, that is always matching, but still, if I tell you, there are certain things also you can save. Let's say while having let's say 2 cup of tea, or let's say taking even 2 times 1 cup of tea, or let's say if I'm having any kind of habit, let's say smoking, or maybe any kind of other habit, so if I leave that and all those things, maybe if I can afford even let's say normal transport, even in spite of my AC transport and all. So I'm just giving an ideal situation over here. If I can afford, or if I can cut down even something, so what will happen? Probably this 1,000, maybe 700, or maybe let's say it is 500 rupees. I'm just talking about the Indian money. So again, your 30,000 will come down, let's say around 20,000, or maybe around 50,000 roughly. So that is a one way you have to understand this logic, where and all you can cut down. Because when you will sit for that exercise, what you need to do, you have to take a pen and paper, because you know your lifestyle, you know even what kind of habits you have, you know even how you are spending your day, even you know even how many times even you are having your cup of tea, and all those other things, how many times you are going to eat even outside, all those things when you can just calculate, and then you can understand then where all you can even cut down the cost, and you can also come down to some other, let's say at least 40 to 50%. If you look out, you can also cut down your regular cost. So that is one way you're going to save your money. You are, again, you are going to make your money, a simple way, you don't need to do anything. Now the other way, let's say if somebody is telling, no, I've already even whatever you have calculated the same, or even it will be beyond that, or maybe I want to stick, let's say, around 1,000 rupees. So for that, how I can even make it everything free? So for that, what you need to do, even though 30,000, let's say if you are going to spend even for a month, so you have to, let's say, make a provision against saving somewhere, whatever other expense, whatever other earning you have, all together, even whatever you are going to save, you have to make it, let's say, either a monthly, let's say, kind of fixed deposit, or let's say kind of a monthly even return on your SWP mutual fund plan. So this already have discussed. So this is two ways even you can save. So what will happen, probably if you have, let's say, a XYZ even amount, you have already even fixed deposit to a bank. Yes, most of the people, even somebody bankers, they will be knowing, but yes, most of the, let's say, common man, they will be not knowing. Yes, there is a FD scheme also, even a lot of banks, a lot of even financial institute, they are also offering. You can go, you can just check it out, and there you will be having a FT kind of plan, where you are going to receive even each and every month also, right? So let's say if I'm going to give, let's say, an example of 10 lakhs, and let's say if I'm putting this on a FD, and let's say whatever interest I'm receiving on the per month, that should get at least minimum 30,000. Similarly, if I go for, let's say, SWP, and 10 lakhs again if I'm putting, so whatever interest I'm getting return, that also even should bear my 30,000 cost even in a month. So what is going to happen, my savings I'm just putting somewhere, and that also making me money, and that money I'm just going to spend all over my expenses, even not for one person, not for double, even triple, fourth, whatever people are there in your family, entire cost even you can save it. So there are two ways. One is cutting from your some cost, that is one, it's a very easy way, as I've already calculated. Second, again, from your savings you are going to invest this money, and from there you are going to make money, and that money is going to give you all the even expensive and getting free itself. Similarly, you can also add your all the utilities, all the other expense also, as I told you, so that also it will be included over here. So separately I'm not discuss, because this formula, I think it will automatically, you will understand like how I can save even the other money also, even my expense also, right? So thanks for watching. Any more questions, any more queries, you're always welcome. I'm just a chat box away. I'm just
every night, I we paradise, paradise seems so far away.